Hi guys, it's Chloe. Obviously today's video is a little different. It's not a vlog. I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking and it's probably gonna be boring unless you are a PA student or are interested in becoming a PA. I'm going to be talking about the program that I'm in, as well as like kind of how orientation week has been going, because I just finished orientation week today. Today's Friday. And I don't know, I just thought like I really would have liked a video like this when I like applied to my program and stuff. And I would have loved to have like an overview of what the program looks like. So that's what I'm doing today. Excuse the background. I like kind of made my bed and it's kind of messy in here, but anyways. Okay, so first off, the program I'm in, it's a 3+2 PA program. So what that means is it's an accelerated program where I do my undergrad in 3 years, do the PA program in 2 years. However, it's more 4 overlapped with 2 because I still graduate from undergrad in 4 years, but my 4th year, my senior capstone, is the start of my grad school experience in PA school. My senior capstone are the classes I'm taking in PA school. So it's overlapped. I still graduate in 4 years, and then after that I graduate the 5th year from grad school, but it's technically a 3+2 PA program. That being said, that is not the normal route people take. A lot of people just take 4 years undergrad and then do the 2 to 3 year PA program. So you can be in school for like 6 to 7 years if you want to be a PA, which is why I'm very grateful that I chose the PA program. Because a big thing of why I wanted to be a PA was because I didn't want to do the long education route and residency that's present to become like a doctor or a physician. So I chose a PA route, and then even that, so like having an accelerated program, I'm really happy about. I'm 21 and I'm in grad school. Like, that's awesome. I don't know, I'm really excited. So the application process started when I was in high school. When I applied to colleges, I applied to this program, as well as the 2 universities that like worked with the program. So you can apply to both schools. So obviously, if you get into the PA program, you choose which university you're gonna go to for undergrad. So I chose the U of M in Rochester, Minnesota. And that's where I ended up accepting, because when I got into the PA program, that was ultimately my choice for undergrad. Now, that being said, to apply to the program, I had to do an interview process and a bunch of essays and like answering questions and stuff. The typical college program like experience. The interview process was very simple. I had personally very little experience doing interviews, but I had no issues doing this interview, and I actually think it was great exposure to doing interviews because I wasn't perfect, and that's kind of what made me a good candidate. Is I clearly I had room to grow, and I showed my personality within the interviews, but I was also very professional and clearly was dedicated to applying to the program. So it kind of like combined, I think it made me a good candidate. So anyways, when I got accepted into the PA program, that is when I accepted my undergrad offer as well. And now, after 3 years of undergrad and a lot of hard work and 500 patient care hours and a specific GPA, and what else? Oh, some shadowing. So let me explain these. So first of all, my GPA. During certain years, it had to be above a 3.0. During the first and second year, I believe it had to be above a 3.0. And the third year, it had to be above a 3.5. It's daunting. It's scary. You'll be okay. It's doable. I needed 500 patient care hours. I personally tried to be a CNA. It wasn't my cup of tea. So I became a behavior technician, which is a person who works with kids with autism and helps them grow their skills, such as like everyday skills, fine motor skills, gross motor skills, all those types of things, bathroom skills, eating skills, communication skills. So I became a behavior technician and I got 500 hours in just one summer. So genuinely, if you need 500 hours or 1,000 hours or 1,500 hours and you can't do it during school, those summers you can get 500 hours in. If you work full time, you can get over 500 hours. I highly, highly recommend using your summers to your advantage. That being said, I also needed 2 half days of shadowing. I did way more than that. I shadowed a bunch of different specialties that I was interested in. I did dermatology, emergency medicine, family medicine, gynecology. I think that might be it. And it not only did it open my eyes and like I'm interested in a different specialty, but it also gave me a look into the life of a PA and like what the job truly is like. So that being said, after all of that, as well as completing undergrad, I am now starting the PA program. So this week was just orientation week. On Monday, we had gotten our photos taken for our badges. Tuesday, we had like a full orientation day. Started at 7 a.m., ended at 5 p.m. We had lunch. We did some icebreaker games. We did a bunch of talking, and a bunch of information was like bombed onto us. Like, we did all the orientation stuff. Wednesday and Thursday, we had free days to do online learning courses that are necessary for our time in the clinic, in the hospital, as students, as physician assistants, all the necessities. And lastly, today we had some more orientation and we got some exciting things, which I will show you in a second. I'm actually super excited about these things. I'm gonna play with one of them later. I'll show you. But that being said, and then Tuesday we also got assigned our lab. As nervous as I am for classes to start, orientation does really feel like you're getting eased in a little bit. And then on Monday, we like dive into anatomy straight off the bat. I have some homework to do already. But that being said, grad school is gonna be hard. They've prefaced it many times, grad school is gonna be hard. We gotta figure out our studying habits. We gotta figure out time management skills and this and that. And it's true, but also I like to remind myself that other people have done it. It is possible. It is hard, but it is not impossible. People have done it. You have made it into a program, or you have dedicated yourself to be in a program. You can do it. That's how I see it. That's how I try to hype myself up. Like, I'm in this program. I made it into this program. I'm still in this program. I'm capable of being a physician assistant. And all the people around me in my life, including my cohort, are gonna support me on the way, just like I'm gonna support them. So honestly, that's just like a good reminder in general in any program you're in. But I know imposter syndrome is like really big and it really gets in your head. So I like to remind myself that. But anyways, so a few things you need for PA school. Okay, so first of all, you need scrubs, and every program is gonna have like a different required color, but we have to wear seal blue, which is this color. I got 2 pairs of scrubs. This is for one of our classes. It's not for our anatomy class where we're working with a cadaver. Those scrubs are provided for us at the school, but these are for another class where we basically like do like patient exams. There's the word, patient exam stuff. So I got 2 pairs of those scrubs. Those are seal blue, C-E-I-L. I think it's seal. So you need that. Another thing you need, or I don't know if you need this, but I highly recommend, I also needed this in undergrad, is an iPad. I highly recommend an iPad. This is literally the cheapest one. This is the iPad Generation 9 or whatever. And it is so nice. So this is the iPad. This is my background, a cute little guy, but also get an Apple Pen so that you can write on it. So this is what I use to take notes. This is what I can download the slides for class, write on them, write directly on the slides. I can organize things. I highly recommend GoodNotes or Notability, any like note app. Highly recommend an iPad. Next, a stethoscope. So this is a stethoscope case that I bought, and inside is my beautiful stethoscope. So my mom, love her, she got it engraved for me. So if you can see that, it says my name. This is a Littmann, I think it's like a 3M Littmann something or another stethoscope, but I really feel like a doctor. I really feel like a clinician with this, but you do need one of these, and I highly recommend getting a case because how handy, you know? Okay, last but not least, the two things I got today at orientation. I'm so excited about these. Like I don't know how common this is to get in a PA program, but we got VR. We got VR. So we got the MetaQuest 3S, and I still have to set it up, and hopefully it comes with games. If it doesn't, you know I'm gonna buy a game because I'm about it. Like I'm no joke. When I shut this camera off, I'm gonna start digging around with this. This is the MetaQuest. We already kind of like played around with it today in class, and I'm so excited. So we use this to do virtual reality like stuff, you know, health stuff, stuff that we don't have the resources to do physically in real life, or the money, you know, things like that. And then we also got the Butterfly IQ Plus, which is a ultrasound device. This is what it looks like. I actually haven't really played around with this either. I kind of want to play around with this too. Who am I going to ultrasound? I don't know. Myself? I don't know. But I'm really excited about this. So yeah, those are the two things we received today. Those are all the things that I need for PA school. Of course, I do have a personal laptop and a personal tablet. Of course, I showed you my iPad. But those are also very useful because obviously, like, you're going to be using your school laptop for a lot of your stuff, but it's always nice to have a personal laptop for other things. But obviously, like, if you made it through undergrad, you probably already had a personal laptop. So, and last but not least, grad school. So we have to wear business casual to all our events, to all our classes, I mean. So go shopping for business casual things. Get comfy shoes for clinicals. I have Hoka's for clinicals. I have business casual shoes that are also comfortable for my business casual days. If you can't tell, I'm wearing a business casual outfit right now. This is not my typical get up, but I do highly recommend comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes, stuff you still feel confident in even though it's not your style. So okay, I think that's truly it now. So if you have any questions or comments, please do leave them in the comments. I hope this kind of like helps other PA students feel better. I don't know, like I feel like I would have appreciated this as an incoming PA student, as an incoming undergrad student even. So that being said, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, the YouTube things. I feel so cheesy saying that stuff. Anyways, okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.